It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. In 1938, Samsung didn't start as a tech giant that we know it is as it is today. In fact, when it got started because there was a problem in the market. And the problem in the market was, how do you get fresh fruit to reach consumers? And the person that recognized this was the founder, none other than Lee Byung-chul. And Byung-chul saw the gap and said, you know what, I'm going to do something about it. And isn't that how it works in business, by the way? You get started, at least I did, because there was a problem in the market. You say, you know what, I want to solve this problem. I want to be the difference maker for other folks. So Samsung's story is full of a lot of struggles, though. It didn't just take off and become the tech giant that we know it is today. In fact, when Lee first started, he started as a small vegetable shop in South Korea. Now, despite the challenges that he had with the South Korea government, the occupation of the Japanese, he didn't give up. In fact, here's something that's pretty cool that you might not know. When he first got started, he started off with selling rice. He went belly up. That means, well, he failed. Yet his resilience said, I can make something work. And as a result of failing in the rice industry, he noticed that there was a challenge in the produce industry. And in the same way that we as sales leaders and we as sales executives and we as CEOs are always looking for the problem to solve in the market, he said, I can adapt and I can solve that problem. And the solution was really smart, by the way, because in the beginning, it was like, okay, let me sell vegetables. Then he said, wait a minute, there's dried fish that's having a hard time getting through. He said, wait a minute, there's beer, there's newspapers. And eventually in the 1960s, well, Samsung became what you know it is today. It decided, you know what, we're going to get into the tech industry. There's a huge challenge. Our sales system is working. Our smart sales strategy is working. And every time we've implemented a sales funnel, it's reached the ideal client. Let's just duplicate what we already know it to be. And so today, Samsung, well, it's that juggernaut that we all know that it is today. So what's the big takeaway that I have for you as a CEO? Number one is your ability to pivot and grow, just like Samsung did. Number two is to have a smart sales system, have a strong sales strategy, and a sales funnel that supports the infrastructure that allows you not only to solve a problem, not only to be profitable, but to impact lives and make a difference all over the world. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And as I like to start off every single morning, welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. My name is Shay Brown, and I'll be your host for today. And we're going to start off the way I love to start off every single morning, which is a mantra that we have. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. In fact, repeat that after me right now. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, Shay, say why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Shay, what's the point you want to make? The point I want to make is that selling is serious business. Selling is serious business. So repeat after me these words, because I believe every morning a CEO needs to say these words. I have to learn something new. Go ahead and repeat after me. In order to earn new revenue, I hear you, from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, this is the pledge that you make to your sales department every single day. You as a CEO, learn, earn, and return. You might say, well, Shay, what are the objectives? Why do we get together every single day? We've got three main objectives. Our first objective is really to address any roadblocks that are out there. Also, to make sure we have sales progress. So every single morning when you show up, we're looking at the sales. We're looking at the results from yesterday. We're looking at the key indicators with the CEO sales dashboard, because we believe what gets measured, it gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And then every morning, I love to share the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be profitable. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is you must have understand the sales cycle that the clients go through, from the time that you attract to the time that you nurture to the time they convert to the time that you service. Then you must have a sales message, because your words will make you rich. And last but not important, or second to last, is you must understand your numbers. That's why the CEO sales dashboard, so important. It's helping our clients and many others that tune in every day. And I appreciate you for welcoming us to your sales meeting every morning. We get together, and I'm so excited to be part of your meeting, by the way. But it's for you to understand the numbers, and so you can build your sales team. At the end of the day, if you can't focus on sales, I believe it's so true, you can't be in business. Now, I also want to thank all of you who tune in every single morning, by the way. I want to welcome you, by the way. And if you're out there watching for the first time, do me a favor, or you're watching live. If you're watching live, really do me a favor. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. all the folks that are live, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. If you're listening to the replay of this, that's okay. You're here. Thanks for being here. Do me a favor. Look right below the video because you can see me, but I can't see you. Put a hashtag replay. We appreciate you, by the way. And for those folks that watch on the on-demand streaming platforms, wow. Thanks a lot, by the way. It doesn't matter if you're on Apple TV, if you're on Roku, if you're on Amazon Fire, if you download the podcast, wherever you are, thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor. Drop me an email or drop me a message over at I am Che Brown on social media. Let me know you're in the building because I appreciate you. You know, the question that comes up oftentimes is, what is the purpose of CEO Sales Huddle? Why does it exist? CEO Sales Huddle is the #1 place where CEOs understand how to sell more faster. So you're already a rock star. You already know what you're doing. But the question you always have is, how do I sell more faster? How do I get there, Shay, with less effort? Well, we have 3 big whys to help you get there. Our first why is sales growth. So this is all about growing the business. Second one is accountability. You may have heard this before. We'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves. And the last one is consistency. And here's what makes this so unique. Here's what really makes this work. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. That's it. 15 minutes a day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. And all you have to do is show up for 15 minutes a day. And in that 15 minutes, you get this focus on sales, which again, is the oxygen. It's the lifeblood. It's the rocket fuel. It's the heart. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. So you would probably agree with me right now if you're watching. Selling is serious, serious, serious business. So thanks so much. We really, at the end of the day, really appreciate you and appreciate you being here, by the way. So let's now get into the CEO Sales Dashboard because there was a problem that CEOs had. And they wanted an outcome. And the #1 outcome they wanted is, Shay, I'd like to get $100,000 a month over and beyond what I'm earning today of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. If that speaks to you, as you're listening right now, like, yeah, Shay, I can serve more people. I can purchase the resources that are necessary to execute the big vision I have for the people I'm called to serve. If this is speaking to you, then you're at the right place at the right time. The only question becomes how. What do you measure? What do you manage? We have a philosophy here, and that is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. That's right. That's right. You heard me say it so many times, but isn't it so true? Like at the end of the day, isn't it so true? So we created the CEO Sales Dashboard. If you haven't downloaded, go over there now and download the CEO Sales Dashboard. You can go to ceosalesdashboard.com. And the dashboard was created because I said, look, there's only 5 indicators. And if you measure these 5 indicators, because I've been doing it with my clients and it's worked, oh my gosh, amazingly, then it'll shift the business. And let's go ahead and give you those 5 indicators, just so you have it. Let's make sure they have it. Go ahead right now. Wrong one. The 5 sales indicators are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. But I didn't want to just leave you there. I wanted to make sure that you had the exact tool that you needed. So if you're right now, if you're watching, you can go download CEO Sales Dashboard. Those that already have it, you can pull it up. And when you pull it up, it's going to look something just like this. We get that right. There we go. It's going to be just like this. And then once you get it up, I think this brings, there we go. Once you bring it up, which you have it right there in front of you, you can scroll across the top. And then when you get to the top, look for today's date. Now we're going to go down. You look at leads, how many new leads came in? Of those new leads that came in, how many were engaged? How many were qualified? But let's look at appointments. Now you're saying, well, how many appointments were set? How many appointments were run? Got it, Shay. Then go down. Let's look at offers. Let's anchor it at offers for just a second. Like hear me. Look at offers and ask yourself the question, how many offers were made by the sales department yesterday? Maybe it was an offer for a credit card. Put that down. Maybe it was an offer for someone to review your agreement, if that's the case. Maybe it was an offer for someone to take the next step. Because in the past, I used to only measure myself and say, wait a minute, what deals came in? And if the deals didn't come in, then I would kind of beat myself up. But I don't want you to do that. I want you to go back and step back and say, you know what? What deal? How many offers were made? Now, I understand you subscribe to the same philosophy. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So under offers, did you make an offer for the next step? Now we know that nothing happens without an offer. For most of you, not all of you, but many of you, you're not going to get another client if you don't make the offer. So in this case, we're now measuring how many offers were made. We're measuring the next step. Maybe if they took the next step, we're going to acknowledge that. That's still a win, by the way. Still a win. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's perfect. Now you could also look down below and look how many deals were made. But first is about offers. And that's more important. So now you have leads, maybe you got to focus there. You got appointments, maybe you got to focus there. You're looking at offers, and how many offers did you make yesterday? How many offers did you make the day before? Go back the last 90 days and look at the trend of offers and see how it compares to the leads and compares to the appointments. And now as a CEO, you can give the resources because the sales department only needs three things: people, got it, Shay; processes, got it, Shay, that's the systems; and it needs tools, the tools it's going to use to be successful. If we can get the resources to the sales department's going to, I mean, you can, without sales, there's always more money going out than coming in. I'm on a rant. Let me get off the rant. Let's move on. So now we're not going to beat ourselves up no matter what the results are. Results are just the results. But I also like to celebrate any wins. I like to look back and say, what's working? What isn't working? So do me a favor right now. Take a look. And we're going to ask ourselves three questions because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So let's ask ourselves three powerful questions that you can ask yourself right now. Number one, what are you most proud of? Number two, what was your biggest accomplishment? Number three, what do you want to brag about? It's so big for the sales department. This is just the sales department. It's not every area of your life. It's just the sales department. If I could bring you on right now, you couldn't wait to brag. Now, this is not a conversation about trying to convince someone to do something. This is you as a CEO and we're having a sales meeting, and hopefully you join the sales huddle every morning. We're acknowledging what's working really well. Let's just pat ourselves on the back right now if we can, and let's just acknowledge ourselves if we can do that. And then let's slow down for a moment. And let's go over and take a serious look at the obstacles. We understand that life is not always a crystal stair. There's high highs and there's low lows, and we respect that. So now we're going to say, what isn't working? What are some of the challenges that we have in the business right now? And as you look at that, let's ask ourselves three questions. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you in the sales department from moving forward today? And number three, my most important one, what's the one thing you can do as the CEO that only you can do, that if you did it, it would move the needle? Like sometimes you do something in your life and business, nothing happens. Other times you do one thing and it shifts and it moves the whole needle, and you're prepared to do that now. When? Now. Yes. I'm so excited you're here. I'm happy to be part of this journey with you. My message to you today is stay the course. My message to you today is stay the course. Believe in your mission, your goals, and your objectives. It's okay. There's going to be some high highs. I get it. There's going to be some low lows. But overall, when you stay the course and you focus on serving, providing value, and you follow your smart sales system with a successful, strong sales strategy with the sales funnel underneath it, I promise you, not only will you make the money, but you'll impact lives. You'll have more meaning, and you make a bigger difference for those that exist in the world. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you on the CEO Sales Huddle. I can't wait to see you on the other side. God bless. Keep doing God's work, and I'll see you soon. Peace. We out of here. Bye-bye for now.